So today we're going to have a look inside a Karcher pressure washer. It's the 6 series, a K620m. Very popular in the early noughties, around about 2002 to around about 2006 as a guess. I might be slightly out on that. It's a 6 series machine. The Karcher pressure washers are very similar to the BMWs, the way they range from a 1 series through to a 7 series, top of the range with a brass pump. The 6 series we're going to look at today has got an aluminium pump. It's very high power for domestic use, generally a reliable machine, but tends to suffer from one specific issue. The issue we're going to identify today on the Karcher 620m pressure washer is a stuck or worn pressure switch. The symptoms can be that your machine has a green light on the on-off switch. You do press that switch, you get the green light on, but when you squeeze the trigger, there's just no action at all. You're completely dead. So what we're going to try and find out is how to open up that yellow case, identify where this pressure switch is, and show you how to clean up the port which the pressure switch fits into and fit a new pressure switch. This is the Torx screwdriver. The particular one is a T30. These bolts can be quite tight, so maybe some releasing spray can help there. After you remove this plastic assembly, the next thing to do is remove the chemical adjusting knob. This is a plastic item which can sometimes be seized to a hexagon steel bolt underneath. This is the chemical tank area. Make sure you always empty out the chemical fluid first. If not, it will leak everywhere once you remove it. This is a T25 Torx driver to remove the 2 screws. These are retaining the pressure switch. The pressure switch is the item that switches the machine on and off when you squeeze and release a trigger. There's a small micro switch held inside this black plastic assembly. This is the T30 Torx screwdriver. These bolts can be very difficult to undo, so it's good to get one with a 90-degree crank at the top that allows you to give you a little bit extra power on there. This circular part is just held in place with a tolerance fit onto an O-ring, so just wiggling it and pulling back will allow you to remove it. Just move the black pressure switch assembly to the side. That allows you to lift off the aluminium cover. The pressure switch actuating piston has a black assembly, a plastic assembly on the top. This contains an O-ring and a fibre seal which are on a thin shaft. These stop any water escaping from the pump and getting into the electric pressure switch assembly. This is the pressure switch spool valve itself. It can be very difficult to remove. If you need to use any pliers or pincers on the long thin stem at the top, any damage caused to that thin shaft will damage these 2 seals later on if you want to reuse it, so be very careful here. It's always best to replace it. This is the non-return valve. It's part of the chemical system and stops water being fed back from the pump into the chemical tank. It's a small spring and a ball bearing. Once you've removed all these components, you can see the large port. This is where the spool valve or the pressure switch actuating piston was. This is the part that gets the corrosion, the aluminium oxide built up and needs to be cleaned. The next tutorial following this video now is showing you how to simply use a small drill covered with some wire wool. This allows you to clean off the oxidization from inside the port. Great care must be taken so that the metal hard parts of the drill do not penetrate through the wire wall and touch onto any part of the port, because any scratches inside there will stop the actuation from working sufficiently. Thank you very much for watching this video by Spurs Giant, the spare parts specialist. Please feel free to make any comments or request further videos to help tuition with any repairs to any of your pressure washers or lawn and garden machinery.